Welcome to Buddha.say. Today's story, he knew his next life and still came back. This is a true Buddhist story recorded over 1,000 years ago. What if your struggles didn't start in this life? This is not a metaphor. This was believed to be real. Have you ever heard of someone who knew where they would be reborn before they died? In the Tang Dynasty, there was a Zen monk named Yuanguan. He wasn't a typical monk. He studied scriptures, but he also ran businesses. He managed farmland, made money, and gave it all to the monastery. People called him the richest monk in the empty gate. One day, Yuanguan traveled with his close friend, Li Yuan. At a riverbank, Yuanguan suddenly stopped and began to cry. Not from sadness, not from compassion, but as if he had been waiting for this moment. He pointed to a pregnant woman and said, "The child she carries, that is where I will be reborn." The baby had not been born for 3 years. Yuanguan said, "Not because of illness, but because I hadn't arrived yet." That day he bathed, changed his robes, sat in meditation, and passed away. The woman gave birth the same day. 3 days later, when Li Yuan visited the baby, the child smiled at him. 12 years later, on a full moon night, Li Yuan met a singing cowherd boy. It was Yuanguan. The boy said calmly, "We now walk different paths. You still belong to this world, practice well, and one day we'll meet again." Yuanguan remembered his past life. He knew his future life. Yet he still returned to samsara. Why? Because he relied on self-power alone. Ancient texts say, self-power is like an ant climbing a mountain. Pure land practice is like sailing with the current. Understanding death does not mean escaping it. What truly matters is not how much you know, but which path you choose. Follow for Buddhist stories on rebirth and liberation. Which path would you choose? Rebirth is not always a beginning. Remember to subscribe to Buddha.say